We're gonna move on to our 7th battle. As you can see, it's the High Def Delinquents versus the Sparkling Arias. Hello, birds. What's my brain doing? Anyway,
You can do it. I believe in you.
we're gonna introduce the High Def Delinquents, played by Sylvie, playing for Habitat for Humanity. Currently, first place at 7-1. That was a great date night. Yeah. Sylvie now being one of my new partners. Wahaha. The mega of the team being the Mega Tyranitar at 10-4. For OU, we have the Extra Drill at 4-5, and the Alamomola at 3-1. For UU, we have the Aegislash at 8-1, and the Mandibuzz at 0-1. For RU, we have the Chestnut at 2-2, the Gardevoir at 4-2, with the Mienshao at 1-0. For NU, we have the Sylveon at 4-0, the Tentacruel at 2-1, and the Bellybolt at 7-1. For the Piyumons, we have the Espeon at 0-0, the Hisuian Quillfish at 2-1, the Huntail and the Salazzle each at 0-0, but we both know that they have we know that they both have shown up in battles. And moving on to me. I guess not introduce myself. Let's go. Are you muted again?
Sorry, no, I got lost in my brain. Checked out for a second there, guys. Sorry. So we have Sakura with the Sparkling Arias in 7th place at 5-3. She is representing the Point of Pride charity. Yours scared me. These pronunciations. I hate looking at your team.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's a good team. She's got her Mega Gallade at 6-0. Her OU, her Meowscarada at 5-3. Corviknight?
Corviknight.
Corviknight at 0-0. Knight like
ching. Yeah, like the armor, yeah.
And UU. She's got her Ninetales Alola at 0-3. Zoroark Hisui at 4-4. In RU, she's got Arcanine at 3-2. Gudra at 0-1. Crocodile at 4-3. I think I can guess what he is. In she's got Inteleon at 3-2. Porygon 2?
Yeah.
At 0-0. Galvantula at 3-3. In PU, she's got Raichu Alola at 2-0. Florgs at 1-1. Delphox at 1-2. And Graph Captain at 0-1.
The funny thing is, I don't even know how to say that. I can say Graphi. I don't even know if that's right, but that I don't understand how to say Graphi. I don't know, but it's now called Florgs forever.
Florgs and Graphi Captain.
Graphi Captain. Let's go to the starting lineups of these teams. I keep forgetting to change my heckin' avatar. It's fine. The High Def Delinquents are gonna bring the Alamomola, the Mandibuzz, Gardevoir, Mienshao, Aegislash, and the Hisuian Quillfish, with the Sparkling Arias bringing the Mega Gallade, Meowscarada, Corviknight, Hisuian, Zoroark, Inteleon, and Delphox. Let's get into it. The High Def Delinquents is going to lead with the Quillfish, that one spiky bead, with the Inteleon being led. The Focus Energy being used immediately by the Inteleon, with a layer of Toxic Spikes being used by the Quillfish. The Snipe Shot is going to take down the Quillfish in just one hit. The Gardevoir Black Hogle Bird comes in with a Thunderbolt, just outspeeding and taking down the Inteleon. So we know that Gardevoir is Choice Scarfed. The Meowscarada comes in, and they switch from the Gardevoir into I hate the name. Into the what's his face? But the Bitter Malice, so we now know that it's not a Meowscarada, it is in fact the Zoroark being used. With the Flamethrower doing a little bit of damage to the Mandibuzz, with the U-turn hitting the not Meowscarada, and switching into the Gardevoir. The Moonblast is going to outspeed and take down the Zoroark, with the Corviknight coming in. The Gardevoir switches out into, should have picked Mercy, the Alomomola, with a Tailwind being set up by the Corviknight. The U-turn is going to be used by the Corviknight, switching it out into the Gallade. And the Calm Mind is being used by the Alomomola. Mega Evolution comes through from the Gallade, and the Thunder Punch is going to do some damage to Alomomola, but not too much. Alomomola is being really, really chonky, with the Flip Turn being used, switching out the Alomomola into the Gardevoir. The Poison slowly chipping away at the Gallade, with the Earthquake being used, doing a lot of damage to Gardevoir, but not quite taking it down, with the Moonblast able to finish off and getting the crit, too, taking down the Gallade, even though the crit did not matter at all. The Tailwind is going to fade out, with the Corviknight coming back in. They switch from the Gardevoir back into the Alomomola, with another Tailwind being set up by the Corviknight. The U-turn is going to be used by the Corviknight to switch out the Bird into the Meowscarada, with another Calm Mind being used by the Alomomola. The knockoff is going to be used to knock off the, I think it's the Rocky Helmet of the, the Rocky Helmet of the Alomomola, with a Wish then being used by the Alomomola. The switch into the Mandibuzz from the Alomomola, with the Flower Trick, of course, being a resisted hit, but getting the crit, of course, because it's a guaranteed crit. But the Wish is going to bring the Bird back to full HP, and the Tailwind is going to peter out. The Play Rough is going to do some good damage to the Bird, but not enough, with the U-turn able to finish off the Meowscarada. The Gardevoir comes in, with the Delphox then coming in. The Thunderbolt is going to outspeed, doing some damage to the Fox, but not enough, with the Flamethrower able to take down the Gardevoir. This Poison slowly chipping away at the Delphox. I know Kung Fu, the Mienshao comes in, but the knockoff is going to outspeed and take down the Delphox. I think it outsped by like 1 point, by the way. With just the Corviknight left, the switch into the Egg Slash, with the Body Press, of course, not being affected. And the Iron Head is going to do a little bit of chip damage to the Sword, but the Close Combat is going to come through, getting a crit and doing some damage, some good damage to the Bird. And then the Iron Head is going to come through, but no flinch is going to happen, with the Shadow Ball able to take down the Bird. Good game, Sylvie. Made me want to cry so much. I'm crying. I'm sobbing. Good game.